Hey guys, this is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but this one is about a young lady. She's 20 now. Her entire life, she has wanted to be a scribe, which is essentially a reporter of the great battles and wars in her land. She comes from a land of dragons. Yay, dragons. She's never wanted to ride one, but being that she is the general's daughter, she is forced to join the Riders League. The only problem with that is her bones are super fragile, and I mean, walking across the floor, let alone a 4-inch balance beam, is difficult and could break an ankle or worse. Having that balance beam be 200 feet in the air, even more dangerous, and likely will unalive her. Does her mom care? No. Because she is a general's daughter, she must do what a general's offspring does and follows in those footsteps. That is not her only issue. She also has the issue of everyone else trying to unalive her, because either just because they hate her mother, or so that they have a better chance of bonding with a dragon. Why do they want better chances to bond with a dragon? Well, because there are fewer dragons than there are people who want to bond them. So that is, well, let's just say she has to watch her back at every turn. And this is doubly true for her enemy to lover, Xaden. Xaden hates her mother so much because his father tried to do the right thing and her mother had him alive for it. Revenge. So, yeah, kind of, big deal there. Problem is he bonds with a dragon and she bonds with a dragon or two, and her bigger dragon is mated to his dragon, so they're kind of stuck with each other for life. Oh, and since her dragon has already lost a rider, losing her will inevitably take him down, and that's a chain effect of she goes, her dragon goes, his mate goes, and her person goes. So yeah, that's a problem. Gotta keep her alive, even though we kind of hate her for her mother. Over the course of months and months, she kind of gets with a group of friends because they separate into quadrants, and if you bring her quadrant down, then that's a problem. Work as a team and accomplish all the things. She has to at least trust her quadrant. It's also a problem that her longtime best friend, who is another writer, is kind of changing, because he started this process last year, and as he states himself, this process strips away everything soft about you and shines a light on who you are at your core. And who he is at his core is everything by the book. Literally, word for word, by the book. No loopholes, no special treatments. To where she literally asks, if it came down to my life or following the rules, which would you choose? And he literally says, I would follow the rules, but I would miss you. Seriously, dude? Seriously? No. Anyway, so with all that being said, we have to keep our second dragon kind of on the down low, because she is a hatchling who wasn't supposed to be there to begin with, because she's way too young to do any of the things that dragons need in order to have a rider. So yeah. The only reason that she has this hatchling of a dragon is because this hatchling was very curious and started to be hunted by bad people, and our girl Violet stuck up for her. So our other dragon's mate was like, you have to back her. You have to go and back her and protect that little one. And he's like, bet, I'm gone. So that happens. This is a really good book. Like, I cried, because not everyone actually survives. And after you get to a certain point, you're like, everyone from here on out should survive. The author has way too different a idea about that, and just, you know, I didn't even want to read this book to begin with. I was talked into it by my mom and my sister-in-law, who kept talking on and on and on about it, and it kept getting more and more interesting. And yeah, even though I knew from how they were talking some of the things, those actual things, reading about them was a completely different emotional roller coaster. So yeah, do not pick this book up without tissues, especially once you get towards the end of this book, because again, by the time you get to a certain point, you're like, okay, they're all going to graduate at this point. Like, there's no way they can't. And then bam, But anyways, pick up the book and read it and let me know what you think in the comments. If there are any other books you want me to review, leave those in the comments as well. As for me, I am probably going to bounce back to a Rochelle Mead book. Like, comment, that subscribe button, and hit the bell at the top if you actually really like my content, just so you get the notification of everything that I post. Have a great day, guys.